Many Christians, traditional, serious, believing Christians, are under the mistaken impression that the perennial philosophy is opposed to their tradition. And you find them often citing Christ's words in the Gospel of John, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." What I believe these Christians forget, however, and perhaps in many cases they never even knew this to start with, is that the person who's speaking these words in the gospel is none other than the second person of the Holy Trinity, the Son of God, the Word of God, my tradition would call him, who exists from all eternity, and who is not, my tradition is clear about this, to be solely or strictly identified with any particular historical figure like Jesus of Nazareth. This same Son or Word who says, "No man cometh to the Father except by me," also says in the Gospel of John, "Before Abraham was, I am." A verse, it seems to me, whose very shift of tenses very clearly shows that he who is speaking is not to be again identified with a particular individual form, a particular moment in time, anything of change or of history. This understanding of who Christ really is was decreed by the early church in its conciliar documents. And it's something which is also very, very strikingly portrayed in Byzantine icons of Christ, where within the halo or nimbus surrounding his head, you'll see three Greek letters, Omicron, Omega, Nu, which are the Greek words hoon, meaning the one who is, or the being one. And this, in turn, is a reference to the words of God to Moses on Sinai in the Old Testament. When Moses goes up the mountain, meets with God, he then says to God, "Whom shall I say has sent me? When I go back to the people, whom should I say has sent me?" And God says, "I am that I am. Tell them I am has sent you." Well, those words, "I am that I am," in Greek would be the one who is, or the being one. So the implication of Byzantine iconography is that Jesus Christ is none other than that I am. It is Christ who was speaking to Moses, not his Father, by the way. God the Father has never been seen by anyone. This is also something you find in the Gospel of John. All revelation, all manifestation, all communication between God and man throughout history has been rooted in the Son of God, the Word of God, who clearly, again, has a status transcending, circumventing all history and change. Now, of course, what this implies is that indeed no one can reach the Father except by the Son. No Christian, perennialist or otherwise, could contest that. No man can be saved except through Christ. But the Christ through whom all people are saved is not Jesus of Nazareth only, but every saving manifestation in all the traditions, all of them rooted in this same logos or word.